Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. The first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Shotgun with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action with Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. Yeah, that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at the 33. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, and they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try and pick up the first for Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Watch the pass. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. We're going to 53.
Here's Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Prescott to throw it. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Prescott with the give to
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
16-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58,
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Falcons 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First down, Falcons.
On first down, it's Gurley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Van Der Esch on the top.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Ryan. short throw underneath to Hurst. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
21.
From the shotgun, Ryan. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They're running it. Check four. We're going to 54. Ryan. Undertouch. He's crashing. He's checking crash. We're going to 53.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Here we go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Elliott, toss right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Hey.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Atlanta.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
On the carry.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well,
that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go play action now. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Flush to his right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
Switch. Check 37.
They'll run on first down. Italian. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Falcons' 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Oliver. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. High throw, but the catch is made. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Cowboys 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
From 22-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Falcon first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Ready? 54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check.
Prescott off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper. His intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Prescott down. Cooper's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Prescott yet again. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. On first down, it's Elliott. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The 40-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Taken down right at the line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete.
Prescott.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Cowboys 14.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide.
Got the anticipation on the play. Reading, reacting. Direction.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes this a 9-point game. Taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Number 21.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brought down at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. A strong running. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Dallas. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given. Guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking deep for Julio. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
With the give
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run with Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On on second down now. Italia. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Italia. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brandon Carr there to make the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.